Welcome along to this video tutorial for Virtual DJ. Now what I'm going to be doing is first of all we'll get Virtual DJ loaded up. My name's Gaz and you can catch me on oneradio.org. Now before anybody says anything, I am not a particularly brilliant DJ when it comes to mixing. There are far better guys out there than me. However, I do like to play about with it, and this is basically just a quick tutorial to show you what I've already discovered, and I'm sure there'll be other things that I'll discover in the future with it as well. So don't take everything for gospel from me, but certainly this is my wee attempt. First of all, we've got the config menu. Now we've got the sound setup. You can have various different sound cards. You've got all different ways that you can set it up. To be honest, I keep it to nothing for the inputs, a single output, and I keep to the simple sound card. I do have various different sound cards, as you'll see there, but I only use the simple one, which is a high definition audio device, and then I can click on apply. I've also got my skins. Again, you can have 2 decks, 4 decks, 6 decks. It's entirely up to yourself what you want to use. I stick to the 2 decks. I'm quite happy enough with that. Don't really need to worry about anything else there at all. Okay, so we've got deck A and deck B. You'll see that the samples that are preloaded is Siren. I'll just press that again because it can get quite nippy. And you can change those because down here in Sampler, we have, first of all, we've got Siren, Saxo, put your hands up, push, pump it up, this, and then you've got a few empty ones. And as you'll see, I've put my own ones in here at the bottom. And the way that you can load up your own one is by clicking this button here. And you click on load, and I've got it coming straight to my desktop. So what I now want to do is go into my computer, go into my L drive, go into my jingles, and here are all my various different jingles that I've got. So we'll click on the One Radio 1, and you'll see that it's changed there now. It says One Radio Slow Reverb. I can listen to that by pressing the play button.
One Radio.
That's quite a cool one. So what I'll do is up here, I'm going to put that to number 10, which is that one, and over on this side I'm going to use One Radio in the mix with the long echo. That's one of my favourites, and of course One Radio being the station that I broadcast on. Now we've also got effects here as well. To be honest, I tend to keep away from them. The only one I'll ever really use is break for when I'm coming to the end of a mix. I like to use that, so I'll leave that as it is. And you've also got video ones, etc. as well if you wish to do so. I tend not to bother about that, to be honest. We've already went through the record function, but I'll go through it again. Click on config. You've got record audio, burn CD, broadcast, or record video. If we click on config and click on auto start, down here you can determine where you want your save to go. I use what's called test mix 1 for this itself. Prompt to overwrite, in case you've done a really good mix and you don't want to overwrite it, then at least you'll get one last prompt before you start to record. And you've also got your WAV and your MP3 formats. Entirely up to you what you choose. I choose MP3 and I use the 192 kbps, which is suitable for myself. So what I can do is I can now click on start recording. Now it's telling me the file already exists. Do I want to overwrite it? Yes, I do on this occasion. And now it's telling me waiting to start. Now the reason it's waiting to start is because it's still waiting on me to get some music on there. So let's go to, first of all, to browser. Now in browser I have all my, well, various different files and folders, etc. I'm going to go into desktop and I'm going to click on to this one here, new folder 4, because I've put a few tracks in here that I wish to use. Now you can see down the side here what their BPMs are, and the only reason we know them is because I've already played these tracks. So if there's no BPM showing there, then all you've got to do is just drag the track up, and once it loads all the way up, the BPM will go to what it's supposed to be. So in this case it's 126.80. Next track I'm going to play after that, however, I've decided will be Boyzone. So I'll pop Boyzone up here on deck 2. Okay, so now I've got alpha beat and boyzone set up, but they're now both the exact same BPM. However, I'm going to be going into a faster BPM, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is boyzone is supposed to be 128, and I might actually bring it up to about 129. Okay, and as a result, what I want to do is click on sync here, because I want to make alpha beat that a little bit quicker. So that's now matching the 129.65. So what I'm going to do is move my crossfader over onto the left here, because we're going to be playing alpha beat first. So let's click on the play button, and just before I do that, I click back on the record. It's still waiting to start, but as soon as I hit this play button, you'll start seeing it record. So let's see for that. Yes, there we go indeed. Just turn this sound down a little bit. There we go indeed. So it has started to record for us, and you can see it's already at 0.2 megabytes for the size. Okay, let's go back into the browser.
Radio.
So I can click on the sampler anytime I want. Just for the sake of this video tutorial, I'm going to fast forward through the track, and the way that I can do that is I can click here, or I can click there. It's wherever I want to click basically. What I'll do is I'm going to click round about here, and I'm going to start this. Now you can see the blocks here represent beats, and I want to try and catch this beat with another large block. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it here, and then I'll click the sync button just to match it up. Now that's the two tracks that are playing together.
This is One Radio.
Now I've still got the two tracks playing at the moment. Slowly bringing the crossfader over. Now there you go, that was quite seamless. Now while this song is playing, what I want to then do is choose my next track. So I'm going to click this one from Erasure. And all it is, it's a matter of just drag and drop, and so it's when the brand new one from Erasure, when I start to break it all down. And again, very similar. I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit. Let's pop it in there now, and I'm going to try and match this beat up just now as well. Now I can see from this part here, it's telling me that it's a pretty solid beat with very little singing. The singing seems to kick in here, as you'll notice. So it should allow me just to get a nice beat. So let's try and catch this beat for us. Sync it up a little bit. Now you can just hear that beat kicking in.
When you're with me, I'm on track, riding on a crazy train. I'll be fine.
Now another thing as well, what I can do is I'll try and keep a beat to 8 or 16. So when it gets the large blocks there get to the middle, what I want to do is loop it. So what I'll do is I'll press loop now. Now all that I'm doing here is just looping the start beat to Erasure when I start to break it all down. Boyzone is still able to play as well. I can actually bring down the volume there a little bit. And I can keep that beat for as long as I possibly want to. What I'm going to do, however, I'm going to bring it out of the loop. Just press the 8 again. I can just leave it like that and let Boyzone fade its way out, or I can use the crossfader.
Everybody seems to have their own point of view.
A lovely, lovely remix there.
I'm a friend, there'll be another. Everybody wants to tell me.
Now, Scissor Sisters is up at 132 BPM, which of course is a difference of about 3 BPM there. So what I can do is very, very subtly try and increase the BPM here. Now I've increased that up to 131 without it being too noticeable. So I can bring Scissor Sisters down by 1.
When I start to break it all down, it's becoming perfectly clear to me. I'm making through the whole night. Everything's gonna be alright.
Now again, I've got the 2 tracks here now playing. We've got both volumes full blast, and we're sitting with the crossfader in the centre.
When I start to break it all down, when I start to break it all down, it's becoming.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and catch a couple of beats from Erasure, and then I'll keep the beats going together. Didn't sound too good, so I quickly came back out of that. Right, I screwed up there. As you notice, I clicked this button here, which I shouldn't have done, and it completely took me out of sync. So what I'll do is I'll come out of the loop again. It's not too bad because it does allow you, if you do make a mistake, to come right back out of the loop again very, very quickly, and nobody's going to notice much of a difference. So there we go, I've done the mix that I'm happy enough with. What I can now do is use the effect just to break it all down, and we'll get ready to stop the recording. So watch how I do this.
This is One Radio in the mix.
Nice and simple. So I finished off now with a file size of 10.4. Duration of that was 7.34. So it lasts for just 7.5 minutes. And if I now just check on my desktop, I'll be able to find that track there now. Let's have a quick look here. Desktop. And it should now be here. Where is it? Test Mix 1. There we go. So if I click on there, and we can have a little listen to that. Oh, if I turn the fader over. So there we go, we have now finished off with our test mix, and we are now ready to maybe do some finishing touches to it. What I would say to you is practice it. Keep using the program, and try it all with different kinds of songs. Sometimes the BPM just won't match at all, so always try and pick songs with similar type BPM if you can. And if you do have any joy, then make sure that you get yourself along to oneradio.org and submit your mixes to us. And what we'll do is, if they're good enough, we'll play them out live on the air. There you go. Alright folks, I certainly hope you have enjoyed the tutorial. Until next time, take care.